What's going on, crew? Rich TV here. I hope all of y'all are having a great summer out there. I know you haven't seen us in a little while. We've been a little bit busy, but we got a lot of exciting stuff coming for you. And right now, I just want to get a video to you showing you my arsenal. I haven't really showed what my arsenal is when I go to league. I have multiple arsenals, obviously for tournaments with more volume and different patterns. I'm gonna be, having different stuff with me. But for the most part, this is what I take with me to league. This is my bag, obviously. Got a 3-ball bag. I only take 3 balls with me to league because I don't need much more than that. Obviously, this is for my shoes. Shout out to Storm, having the Fire Risk gear. Get to just attach this onto the bag so it's easy for travel. As you can see, I got some of my babies in here. First out of the bag is usually my Origin 900 Global. Coming with the Origin because for me, I need me a hybrid, something that's gonna have some teeth to it. I feel like pearls are a little too clean to start with unless it's an ASIM, and then solids are just a little bit too strong for a house shot. So I like going with something like a hybrid for me with my speed and revs. The Origin is my baby. It's pretty much my benchmark ball. Could use it all 3 games usually if I want to, but a lot of times I like to switch it up just because I got all these options and I might as well use them, right? So after that, if I feel like I'm getting in the mid lane and I want to be able to, see my ball do the thing through the mid lane, I'm usually going to my Zen 25. This ball to me has just one of the best cores and cover combinations out there. Definitely sees the mid lane so well that I honestly don't even have to think about it. I feel like I can just throw it through the 20 and I let the ball do the work and usually handles the thing. But if I need something a little bit cleaner, I just added the new High Road 40 to my arsenal. And honestly, I never threw the original High Road. I think it's, a great ball. I've thrown it when it's other people's, but I haven't actually had one myself. So for me, this new one is exactly what I feel like I need in a, weaker ball that I can down to whenever I'm, dealing with dry lanes or whenever I'm rolling with high rev bowlers and I feel like, we're burning the lanes out a little bit early. I'll go to this, it's a pearl symmetrical, something that's gonna be able to get through the fronts a little bit easier, but still have that shape on the end that, you need when you're playing a little bit further left if you're a right-hander. This is pretty much my standard layout that I have on my Zen, which I also have on my High Road. And then on the new Gremlin is my most aggressive layout. So these are actually all of my different layouts. This being my benchmark here. This being what I need when I feel like the ball is just, I needed to read a little bit earlier. This is my most aggressive layout, and that's when I want to have that long skid flip type of, motion. So that's kind of my arsenal right now. I also use tape. I probably, switch this up from time to time, but I put these over my fingers so that I don't get blisters. That's just from somebody who hits the ball. Could be a pitch thing, I don't know, but for me, I'd rather not have blisters and have my fingers bleeding all over the place, so I use tape now. Sometimes I'll tape the inside of my thumb, sometimes I don't, it really depends. I use ITs as well, which is the interchangeable thumb. That way I can put it in any ball and I don't have to worry about my feel being different. I have more than one of them so that, I can make sure if I need it be a little bit bigger because my thumb is swelling up, I can have a bigger one. And then I have one that fits a little bit more snug that, is kind of like my regular everyday one. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I got my cleaners and all of that in here. I guess I could show you a little bit of what I have in my bag. It's nothing too crazy though, because I try to keep it simple. Sometimes you gotta have your, sanding pads. Not usually using that for league. Or I got me 1,000, 2,000. Keep it pretty simple sometimes when you wanna knock the shine off of your ball. I don't do that often. But other than that, honestly, I don't have too much. Shoe cleaner, sometimes you gotta wipe your shoes off when you're trying to make sure you can get some, slide on the lanes. You don't wanna be out here sticking, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. Try to keep it simple for league. I don't like going with more than 3 balls because at this point, if you can't figure it out with one of the 3 you have and you have a wide range, whether it be from a hybrid to, a pearl like me or a solid all the way down to a pearl, I think it's good to have options so that you're not stuck with, all of the same type of ball and not being able to really make an adjustment. So this is what works for me. Comment below what your arsenal is looking like if you had to have a 3-ball bag, and we will see you next time. Have a good summer. Shout out to the crew.
Clean up crew. What you gonna do is the clean up crew. Come on through to the clean up crew. Throw them balls, I hope you do, with the clean up crew. The clean up crew.
What's up, crew? It's Rich TV here, and if you or a brand that you may know are interested in sponsoring any of our videos on this channel, make sure you reach out to us, cleanupcrewbowling@gmail.com. We would love to have you. We have some spots open, and we want to continue to grow this game of bowling that we all love. So if that's you or a brand that you know, feel free to reach out to us. We do have sponsorship slots available. It can be per video, it can be a package. We're open to it. So just reach out, and see you guys soon. Till next time, shout out to the crew.